Okay, so picture this. Your moms give you permission to play PlayStation 1 hour a week, and somehow that leads to you becoming a saint, literally canonized by Pope. Well, that happened for real, and his name was Carlo Acutis. And honestly, his life is crazier than any video game plot you have ever played. I am Ryan and welcome to Catholic Sapien. If you have never heard of Carlo Acutis, you're about to fall down the most wholesome rabbit hole on the internet. Today, we are talking about a kid who was born in 1991, raised in Milan, loved Pokémon, played Halo with his friends, coded websites in his free time, and somehow changed the Catholic Church forever. By age 15, he died. Before we get to the dying part, because yes, this video gets real, let me tell you why Gen Z is literally obsessed with this kid. It's not what you would think. Stay tuned. He was born in London in 1991, so yeah, he had the British-Italian combo going on. His family moved to Milan when he was a baby, and like every kid his age, he was into the culture of his generation. He played PlayStation. Not just casually, his mom gave him a PlayStation when he was 8 years old. And here's where my mom joke comes in. His mom limited him to 1 hour of gaming per week. So if you're watching this and your mom won't let you play more than an hour, she's basically following the playbook of the mother of a saint. You're welcome for that argument. It probably won't work, but you're welcome. But here's where Carlo wasn't normal. This guy was a computer genius, and I mean actually a genius, not internet brain genius, like legitimately talented. At age 11, his parish priest asked him to build a website, and Carlo, just a kid, said sure, why not? And he learned C++, he learned web design, he basically taught himself how to code. But here's the thing that makes Carlo different from every other tech kid in history. He didn't use his powers for evil or even for normal tech stuff. He used it for the Eucharist. Yeah, you heard that right. This is where spiritual nerd meets tech nerd. So Carlo, at like age 11, becomes obsessed with Eucharistic miracles. For those who don't know, these are events where the consecrated bread or wine shows scientific evidence of being something more than just a bread. One of the most famous ones he studied was the miracle of Lanciano in Italy from like the 700s. A priest doubted where Jesus was really present in the Eucharist, and then the bread literally turned into flesh, like actual human tissue. Scientists have tested it, it's real. Carlo was shocked that nobody knew about this stuff. He's like, why isn't this everywhere? This is the proof that Jesus is real. And instead of complaining about it on Reddit like we do, he decided to build something. From 2004 to 2006, this 15-year-old kid, while going to school, playing video games, living a normal teenage life, spent his time cataloging every single Eucharistic miracle that the Catholic Church had officially recognized. And get this, he didn't just list them, he created detailed pages for each one. Maps, videos, scientific analysis. He made it in like 17 different languages so people around the world could understand. All because he genuinely believed that if people saw the evidences, they would come back to Mass. They would believe that Jesus is actually there in the Eucharist. His life philosophy, and I'm quoting him here, the Eucharist is my motorway to heaven. Now, here's where the video gets heavy. But stay with me because this is where Carlo becomes legendary. October 2006, Carlo feels sick. His mom thinks it's just the flu, but it keeps getting worse. He goes to the hospital in Milan. The doctors run tests and they gave him the diagnosis acute promyelocytic leukemia, one of the most aggressive forms of cancer. He is 15 years old. Now, here's what makes Carlo different. From most 15-year-olds who get that diagnosis, he doesn't spiral. He doesn't ask, why me? Instead, He says, and I'm quoting him, "I offer all of my suffering to the Lord for the Pope and for the Church in order to go straight to heaven." 1 week later, October 12, 2006, he dies, age 15. But here's the thing, the website he built, it was unveiled just 1 week before he died. He finished his life's work and then he left. Okay, so Carlo dies in 2006. Nobody outside his immediate circle really knows who he is. He's just another teenager who got sick. But then something weird starts happening. In 2013, a 3-year-old boy in Brazil named Matthias got sick. He was born with a serious pancreatic malformation, like the doctors basically gave up. But his mom heard about Carlo and prayed to him. She touched a relic of Carlo's to her son, and within days, and I mean medically inexplicable days, the kid was healed completely. The pancreas was normal. Doctors were like, how is this possible? The Vatican investigated. They brought in scientists. They were like, yeah, this doesn't make sense medically. This is a miracle. Which means Carlo could be beatified. That's like step 2 in becoming a saint. And in 2020, Pope Francis literally says, yep, that's a miracle, and Carlo becomes blessed. But wait, there's more. In 2022, a 21-year-old woman named Valeria from Costa Rica gets in a terrible bike accident in Florence. Brain hemorrhage. Doctors basically tell her family she's not going to make it. Her mom prays to Carlo, visits his tomb, and Valeria wakes up, brain healed, walking around completely normal. 2 miracles, boom. You know what that means, canonization. So why is Gen Z, and honestly, why should you care about some Italian kid who died in 2006? Because he is the first millennial saint ever in the entire history of Catholicism, the fastest canonization of someone born in the modern era. Carlo proved that you don't have to choose between being spiritual and being modern. He played video games, he coded, he used the internet, he wore sneakers, he was holy, like genuinely completely holy. Plus, they are literally calling him the patron saint of the internet now, which means if you ask Carlo for help with your YouTube channel, that's canonically valid. But actually, his real message is simpler than that. He's saying whatever you are good at, whether it's coding or gaming or art or writing or making videos, you can use it to bring people closer to God. That's the whole point. So yeah, that's Carlo Acutis, the 15-year-old gamer who became a saint, who loved the Eucharist so much that he spent his teenage years documenting miracles, who got cancer but didn't complain, he just offered it up, and who literally changed the way the church thinks about young people and technology. If you learned something new, please like this video, and if you're interested in Catholic content that doesn't feel like a grandmother's religion, subscribe. We have got a whole channel of stuff like this coming. Even I like Pokémon.